everyone, Lau here. Welcome to the final day of Vlogmas. It's the 26th of December, so actually for me, Christmas is kind of over. Today, it's still in the morning. Today I'm just going over to my parents' house again to have the rest of yesterday's lunch. So we had duck and other delicious things, and but my sisters, they're celebrating separately today. So it's just a normal cozy day, and I think today I'm going to see The Rise of Skywalker in cinema again together with my parents this time. Not that thrilled about it, because thrilled about going to see the movie again, yes, but with my parents it's always then explaining them this and yeah, he was the son of yes, and he killed, but okay, I'm happy to see the movie again. But I thought I'd just make a final Vlogmas video, so just to wrap up this thing that I did, because I'm kind of proud that I really did it. I uploaded a video every single day in December, starting with the very 1st of December, where I just explained how I try to do this, with opening up calendars in the morning, the advent calendars, and then through videos which were some of them were simple, me sitting here in front of the camera explaining to you something, me in Star Wars, or with Michi together about the Disney parks, what we like, or there were con vlogs in, and we had a lot of not a lot of, but some DIYs, and through this journey, because before I wasn't really doing much on YouTube, especially last 2 years, because I couldn't do anything because my editing program wouldn't open anymore at my computer, and now I got a new computer, so I was just able to edit videos again. And I never did this kind of sitting in front of the camera and talk to you thing, because before that I just did, sometimes I did, but I did more con vlogs. And now I'm I thought I would just start this off again with the full thing of doing Vlogmas, and it kind of worked out, because right now I'm pretty used to talking to the camera again. I'm pretty used to editing, to do it very quickly, to have a routine of editing, to do the thumbnail, blah blah blah. So I think it was good to have the pressure of doing it every day, and sometimes it was a pressure. I was kind of prepared, because some videos were prepared already, or at least they were filmed already before Vlogmas started. But at one point, especially when I was at a convention, I just, there I had everything prepared, so I really was happy that I was able to also upload while I was actually at a convention. But after that I somehow had to wing it sometimes, because for example, one video I did nothing special, I just sat down here. But this was also kind of a relief to me to have this as a backup, to have, if there's nothing else that I can film or edit, I do not have time much, then I just sit down here, open up the advent calendars, and still have a little video up. But this was just one time that I just did it here in front here, and but for all the other days I had a plan. And sometimes it evolved into something else. For example, when I got the forky, I just decided, oh, I can make a video out of it, something like that. So I skipped some ideas that I still now have for non-Vlogmas videos, and yeah, some new ideas I got. So I'm pretty happy with this video. I thought I definitely wanna show you the pin board again, which I collected throughout the time, every day a new Disney pin from this advent calendar that I also made myself. It's not completely empty. I can use it every year from now on, which makes me really happy. So I can fill it up with whatever I like, which fits in those pockets. And I want to show you the pins now. At first, just again a very brief look of all the different Disney mystery pins that we had in here. I think, yes, this was where I started with Mickey, and then some attractions pins, and some Star Wars, Then I got into like Sleeping Beauty pins, which I was really happy. I got the Figment. Then I got some pins which I was not so thrilled about, or here. Up until like, or not a big Cinderella fan, which I explained to the last one, which was yesterday's Ariel and Eric. I think I will arrange them now so you can see all the 5 pins of every pack, because I had like 5 different mystery packs. Let's just start with that. Here we've got the 5 pins from the Cuties pack, which were just like single Disney characters in a like specific depiction, like with these specific cutie style. We started off with Mickey, which was like the best start I could ever think of. Then we went on to Mushu, which is like, I was so happy to get this because Mulan is like one of the movies I used to watch most during my like childhood, or let's say I was already a teenager. And then we got Minnie Mouse halfway through. That's really good. And I'm super happy about these 3. I also like the Jiminy Cricket one, although I think it's so tiny, it's not like one that I would necessarily have picked up for myself. And then we've got one of the Chipmunks, which I just think it's sad to just have one, and also to like, he looks kind of strange, I think. I don't know. Yeah, these were the 5 from the Cuties pack. Here are the 5 pins from the Matryoshka set, or Russian doll set, like female Disney characters in those small little doll form, which like remind of these like cute Russian doll, Matryoshka, whatever you would call them. It started really well with 2 of the fairies from Sleeping Beauty, because I try to collect like Sleeping Beauty as it's my favorite princess movie. But then it stopped with like characters from that movie. I was hoping for the 3rd fairy, or for Aurora herself, but then we got Tinkerbell, which is really classic. I just do not like how like this part here looks. It looks like it would be like a giant bust, I don't know. But still I think it can go into my classic Disney Ida bag. I think the most beautiful of the set is the Elsa here, especially because yeah, this like winter season is like a huge time for like Frozen, and Frozen 2 came out and stuff like that. And then we got Cinderella, which I'm just not a fan of like in general. I think the pin looks beautiful though, so they are okay, not my favorites. I would like to collect at least the 3rd fairy and Aurora from them. Yeah, the rest, like, let's see what I do with them. So here are the 5 pins from the Star Wars pack. These are also like depictions of like cutie versions of the characters. And like the first one that I had in there was Princess Leia, like just classic A New Hope Princess Leia, which is like my favorite of these. So happy, was probably the one I wanted the most. Then we went on with Java, which is really cute, and I would honestly have liked to have more of the like alien characters in there. But this one's cute. Then we've got Boba Fett, which I'm absolutely not a Boba Fett fan, but as we've like the Mandalorian right now, so this was kind of appropriate as well. And we've got R2-D2, which is just classic and cute, and I can totally put this in my Ida bag, so absolutely not mad about that. And the last one was kind of a bummer because like Luke is like, I don't know, it doesn't look like Luke, does it? It kind of looks like It kind of looks like a He-Man for me, so I'm sorry. But I thought this one's like my least favorite, definitely. Here are the 5 pins from the Disney World Attractions series or pack, which also started really well with the Toy Story Mania one here on the left, because it counts as a Toy Story pin, and I'm collecting Toy Story. I'm a huge Toy Story fan. Toy Story Mania, or just Toy Story Mania, is like one of my favorite rides at like all time. Although I think the pin itself really, it could look more Toy Story to me. It doesn't scream Toy Story, but still, knowing that there's a Toy Story pin, that counts. We've got the pin with the animals here, which I totally mistaken for Jungle Cruise one at first, but of course it's the Kilimanjaro Safaris from Animal Kingdom, which is a great ride, but it's still don't like this pin, really. I don't know, it does not look like Disney, or I don't know, do not really like this. Here in the middle, like my favorite, one of the favorites I got like in general from the advent calendar is this figment pin here from Journey into Imagination. It says like the Dream Finders and the what does it say? Imagination Institute. Although I do not like the current incarnation of the ride itself, I absolutely adore Figment, and I'm putting together a Figment Eater bag right now, so it definitely is going into there. So happy about this. Then we've got like the Rock and Roller Coaster pin, which is, yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite pin, like as a pin, like in general here, but I really like the ride. It's like my favorite roller coaster in Disney, so yeah, happy about that. And then another roller coaster we've got like for Expedition Everest here, the Yeti, which I don't know, I don't like the spin at all. Sorry, it doesn't look nice to me, and also not my favorite roller coaster. But still two very successful pins like for me in here. Yeah, and last but not least, these are all the pins I got from the couples pack, couples mystery pack, which are probably my favorite of these like series that I put into the advent calendar. And we started off with the two like cute Disney animal couples with Thomas O'Malley and Duchess from the Aristocats, and Bambi and Feline, which are like two super cute like Disney animal couples. But I would have loved to have more like princess couples in here. But still I love them so much because they're so pastel and so beautiful. So I definitely keep them. Now we've got the Queen of Hearts and the King, which is like probably my least favorite. I mean, the pin looks good, but it's not a lovely couple for me. They are more like I mean, she's a villain, sure, she also deserves some love, but I don't know, they're not like one of my favorite couples or anything. And then we got one of the most successful pins for me, which was the Aurora and Prince Philip, especially because also she's in a blue dress, which I love the most. And then the last pin at all that we got was the Little Mermaid one, which is also like so precious. As I said, I would have loved to have more of the princess couples in there, but like this, the only one I do not exactly really like is the Queen of Hearts one. So, but this was like generally a very successful yeah, pin pack for me. And now I arranged them the way I think of them as like if I will keep them or if I think of them as traders. I'm not into like trading yet, so I'm not really an online pin trader because I don't know any like pin trading groups which are like more located in like Germany or at least Europe, because everything I know is like America based, so that's not a helper because shipping is like a huge thing when it comes to like yeah, pin trading. So maybe if I find something, then I will also like try to online trade, but for now I just know that I will be back in Disney next year in summer, so then I will definitely try to do some cast member like trading, cast member lanyard or yeah, pin board trading there, like in the parks, like in Disneyland then. So, and this side is the one which I think will definitely be traders, and these are the ones which I more likely to keep, whereas some are also like could be traders, but the ones which are like the Here the Layer or all the ones from Sleeping Beauty, or like these or from the couples packs here, these definitely keepers, as well as of course the Figment, yeah, the R2-D2 as well. With the like Rock and Roller Coaster one, with the Tinkerbell one, with the Boba Fett one, I could also see myself like getting rid of them, but not yet completely sure. And then with these, like for example, definitely don't like this one or don't like this pin or this, definitely no problem with trading them or gifting them to some other people. Still, some of them will probably right now go into eater bags, like for example Cinderella, or like these here. They could go into like super easy into a classic Disney eater bag. for now. But still, like, that's the way I just wanted to show if I'm like into like absolutely keeping them or into more like I could part with them. Now I just want to show you how full my Disney tree has become through this month, because I unboxed a new Disney Mickey head bauble ornament every day from a Primark advent calendar. And I think, no, not the big ones, they were here already before. But yeah, maybe I quickly insert a part of the video which how it looked like before. Let's just have a look at it now. Yeah, I think now you saw like the kind of total result of my advent calendars, like the pin advent calendar and also the Mickey head or bauble ornament calendar, and super successful. I think I never had like so fun advent calendars before in my life, especially the one that I filled up myself. I definitely want to keep that going next year's. Maybe not pins, maybe something else, some other mystery thing. So I could also, if I'm not into like pins or anything anymore, I could just put in some chocolates there. So this one is like, was a big success for me this year, and it's also easy to store. Like I could just roll it up, put it in a box, and like get it out next year. Yeah. How is this channel now continuing after like my Vlogmas series? I think, of course, I need like a little short break. I can't keep on going every day a video from now on, because I think maybe I make a video a week. Yeah, every week just one video, or maybe depends on what I think or how I feel, what I want to do, because I have some videos planned. For example, I do like a small wrap-up of like this year of 2019, especially cosplay wise or fandom wise, what were my highlights this year, stuff like that. Another video will be like look out for 2020 concerning cosplays, definitely like what conventions are planned and what cosplays are planned. I mean, planned is always like it's always in the making, because I get new ideas and I throw away other ideas, but I will make like a state of like a video right how I feel right now, what I think I'm doing next year. Yeah, and then I have some videos which were planned actually for Vlogmas, but I did not have really time to film, like how I put together my my figment eater bag. Here, figment, this little dragon here, you know. Show you a lot of figment pins there. I also definitely plan on making more ears. Let's see if I make this really this kind of really tutorial about this DIY thing, because it's the most like difficult video for me to A, make, and B, to edit. It takes the longest, these like DIY videos. I wanted to make another like Christmas themed one. Maybe I still do it because today is Christmas, or I just make it a winter themed one. Doesn't matter, I just want to make it because I have the material here. But also like for next year, as I will going to different Disney parks, I will definitely do more ears, and definitely want to make more of these like cosplay show off, this cosplay display, whatever you would call them, videos where I just show you one of my cosplays. As I'm making progress in new cosplays, definitely want to also share a little bit of that, but not in a form of a tutorial. Someone asked me if I would maybe make a like tutorial kind of video about how I make my Ahsoka headpieces. This would be possible, but not sure because I'm not really planning on making a new Ahsoka headpiece. But I'm planning on making another headpiece, just not Ahsoka. So maybe I'll show you a little bit of that. Wow, it's getting really sunny out. Look here, ooh. But it looks good. Like I'm really like loving the sun, so no problem there. What else was planned? Like maybe Ahsoka like makeup tutorial for my Togruta Ahsoka. So a lot of cosplay, still Disney, con vlogs. But definitely not as regularly as right now, because as I'm going into like the January again, I definitely start new cosplays, and then I do not have time to do all this at the weekend or whatever, because cosplay eats up a lot of time. And that was also because why I had the time during December to do that, because I did not do any new cosplays during that time. I still went to work, which is like I have like a full-time job. Like I'm working at a like online fashion store, like in the buying department, so it's like from 9 till 6, 7, 8, depending on how much overtime I make. So yeah, that's why I'm not able to do like everything I would like to. But yeah, I hope you really had a nice like holiday time, a Christmas time spent with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones, and you can now also chill out a little bit, because Christmas, as we all love it, or all but a lot of us love it, it is exhausting. And Vlogmas was also kind of exhausting, but I got into it. Like really, I was then editing the videos like in my lunch breaks at work, and uploading them in the evenings, so it kind of worked out. So I know that I'm able to upload and edit and everything, and I hope you had a little bit of fun, at least, because I certainly had. I definitely had a lot of fun with this video series. Let's see how the channel goes, especially with the new guidelines concerning children-friendly content. This will probably make a difference, but not a huge difference, because I don't get many views anyways. So I'm happy about when I see like, oh, there are 10 people watching this video, wow, like 10, it's nothing in the world of YouTube, but I'm still trying to keep this going. Bye bye, have a nice time, may the force be with you, and see you real soon.